Hi, everybody. It's Lexi. So, if you are at all a fan of Hamilton, you recognize that refrain from the song My Shot. So, I'm not going to talk about it too much right now, but that has in some ways become the theme of this trip. So, if you've been following along with me on social media, you know that I am here in New York City, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of. And it has been truly an inspiring and amazing trip filled with so many experiences that honestly have taken my breath away. You know me, I do not do videos. But in doing the social media posts and seeing folks following me, I realized that still videos and even the still pictures and the small videos I was capturing, it just does not capture the feeling and the emotion of what I was experiencing while I've been here in New York. So I decided that I wanted to try to do a video. And it looks like it's kind of probably be a video series to share with you my thoughts on this trip because I think there are some things, hopefully, there are experiences if you're thinking of taking a trip to New York that you can take from this and maybe kind of bring it into your own experience. But I want to share it with you because it truly has been a magical time here in the city, and I'm so incredibly thankful for it. So I decided to do this trip to New York. I want to start with that because 2019 has really been a pivotal and fun and awesome year for me. Lots and lots of work, especially at the beginning of the year. We held our inaugural Forest to Fairway 5K. It's a 5K that's run inside of the Great Trinity Forest, which is the largest urban forest in North America, located inside of Dallas, Texas, and onto the home course of the AT&T Byron Nelson. And as you know, I work for the Salesmanship Club of Dallas, which puts on the AT&T Byron Nelson. So it was my thought to hold this 5K because I thought it was a beautiful course, so different from what is currently offered in the landscape of those that do 5Ks or any type of distance running. In that in Dallas, it is definitely, you've got trees, you've got nature, and it's not necessarily an urban run with buildings and pavement and all that good stuff. So we really knew that we could put forward a product that would be a great run experience, a great post party experience, because it's kind of a golf theme. So we had First Tee of Greater Dallas come out and do golf games in our post race party. So anyway, it was just a lot of work. It was a lot of work at the beginning of the year. A lot of preparation, a lot of unknowns, honestly, in doing a first of its kind event for the tournament. And we were so excited that it went so well. And so, with between doing that and some other things throughout the year, it was also my 5 year anniversary for my recovery from my stroke. And so I really wanted to do something that was a vacation that would provide experiences that would be a capstone to the year. So a thanks to God, for getting me through this year, but also what set me up for 2020. I'm really believing and thinking that some great things will happen in 2020. So I wanted a vacation that would just be a celebration of all that, things that have happened and things to come. And so in this first video, I'm going to share with you what happened right away when I got here. And then I'll do some subsequent videos and share with you the different experiences that I've had along the way. But I arrived here in New York Christmas night, which was great because everything went so fast. No, hardly any traffic. Got through off the plane and through airport super, super quick. Came to my hotel and got in bed right away in order to prepare for the next day. So my hotel is located in Midtown, which is around Times Square. It's basically about a 10-15 minute walk from Times Square. And so my first day, I was like, I need to get my legs. I need to figure out, where is everything? Where's Starbucks? Because that's where I like to, grab hot chocolate. And kind of think through what I'm going to do for the day. And then, walk to Times Square, see the lights, see the people, and just figure things out. And so that's exactly what I did. I walked to Times Square and I'm looking around, lots and lots of people, because this is a really heavy kind of tourist time for people. The holiday lights are still up, as well as folks are beginning to come into town after Christmas and definitely for New Year's. And so lots of people watching. And I happen to turn around and see that there is the theater for Hamilton. Now, that those of you that have had conversations before I came to New York and kind of know how I've been planning things out, I wanted to come and see Hamilton. But I pretty much decided it was not going to happen because in going online and looking at ticket prices, ticket options, the cheapest ticket I was finding was $700. And like I told my sister, I am the granddaughter of Carter and Bessie Williams, and $700 for a single ticket will not be done. And so disappointed, but I'm a realist. So I had kind of given that up. But anyway, so I'm in Times Square. I see the theater not far away at all. And I was like, well, let me go to the box office and just see what they've got. You just never know. Sometimes there are cancellations. Sometimes I know some of the theaters do a lottery. Hamilton does not do any kind of sale price or anything like that, but you just never know. So anyway, I go up to the box office. There are only two people in front of me, so it's not like I had to do a big wait or anything like that. The person that was immediately dealing with the ticket agent had five people in their party, and they wanted to see Hamilton either that day or the next day. And there were no tickets available. So they said, okay, that's not happening. Me personally, I would have said, well, four of my friends obviously are not going to see Hamilton on this trip. I would have gotten a ticket and gone. But anyway, they were such a team player and decided that if all of us can't go, none of us are going. So anyway, onward. So the next person in line, it was just two of them, and they wanted to see it either that night or the next day. And there were tickets available, but they were about $1,000. So the person, like me, said not gonna happen. So next, and that was me. So I stepped up and I said, I'm by myself. That was a wonderful thing about coming to New York. A lot of flexibility in being able to kind of maneuver through some different things. So I told the ticket agent I'm by myself and just want to see if it's possible for any of the showings over the next 4 days. And he said, ma'am, we've got a ticket and it's regular price and it's reasonable. I will go ahead and tell you the ticket price because it's public knowledge. $275. Now, fortunately, I'd saved up a lot of money for this particular trip. Not that I intended to spend it all, but I saved up a lot of money so that I could have the experiences. That's really probably the most important thing to me, that I have something that is in my memory bank that will last a lifetime. So anyway, he tells me $270, and y'all, it was like the first of many moments on this trip where I was literally about to cry. And I was like, are you serious? I'm telling this man, are you serious? Like, seriously, are you serious? And he could tell that I was starting to get emotional. And he was like, yeah, do you want it? I was like, are you serious? And I got the ticket. And it was one of those things where, for me, even though people wouldn't say it was a miracle, it felt like a miracle. It felt like something that was just important to me to have the experience. I've heard so much about Hamilton. I certainly follow Lin-Manuel Miranda on social media. In fact, if you are on Twitter, I recommend you follow him right now. He does these poems that are so inspirational. They're not long, but they're inspirational. He does them in the morning and in the evening. And it's just such an amazing way to start your day in a way that is inspired and creative. So anyway, I've been following him for a couple of years. I've seen so many people go to the shows, whether it was in New York or certainly one of the touring companies has come to Dallas, and I think they'll be in Fort Worth in a couple of months. And it just never quite seemed to work out. And honestly, even before I came to New York, I was like, well, do I see The Lion King or do I see Hamilton? Because those that know, every time The Lion King comes to Dallas, I am there. I love that expression of musical theater. And I'm not a big musical theater fan. I'm not the person that can sing all the songs or anything like that. But when you see creativity through song, through music, it will rock your world. And that's truly what Hamilton did for me. I am going to do another video and talk about the actual show. But y'all, that was my first, honestly, that was my first, that happened, I want to say about 10 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. So that kind of set the stage for the experience that I would have on the rest of my trips. So I hope you follow along with me. Talk to you soon.